How ecosystems work. Have you ever walked through a forest, sat by a lake, or stood on a beach and felt something alive all around you? That feeling, the quiet hum of nature, the unseen connections between every bird, every tree, every gust of wind, that's the ecosystem at work. It's one of the most beautiful and complex systems on our planet, and yet most of us never truly understand how it functions. But when we take a moment to look closer, we begin to see the incredible balance that holds the natural world together. An ecosystem is a community of living organisms, plants, animals, and microorganisms, interacting with each other and with the non-living elements of their environment, like air, water, and soil. From the tiny insects hiding under leaves to the towering trees that stretch toward the sky, everything has a role, and these roles are not random. They are part of an intricate web of relationships, a dance of life where each player contributes something essential to the whole. Because without one, the rest begin to falter. At the heart of every ecosystem is energy, and that energy starts with the sun. Plants, known as producers, capture sunlight and use it to create food through photosynthesis. This process not only gives the plants energy to grow, but also provides nourishment for herbivores, animals that eat plants. Then come the carnivores and omnivores, who eat the herbivores. This chain continues up to apex predators, which sit at the top of the food chain. But even when an animal dies, its body returns to the earth, where decomposers, like fungi and bacteria, break it down and recycle its nutrients back into the soil, ready to feed the plants once more. And so, the cycle continues, unbroken and eternal. However, ecosystems are not just about who eats whom. They are about cooperation as much as competition. Bees pollinate flowers while collecting nectar, helping plants reproduce. Birds eat pests off the backs of large animals. Trees provide shade and shelter for thousands of other species. Even the soil beneath our feet is alive, with fungi forming networks called mycorrhizae, which allow trees to communicate and share nutrients with one another. In this way, ecosystems are communities of mutual support, where survival often depends on working together rather than simply being the strongest. But as beautiful as ecosystems are, they are also fragile. One small change can ripple outward in ways we don't always expect. If a single species disappears, whether it's a predator, a pollinator, or a decomposer, the entire system can be thrown off balance. And unfortunately, many of the changes we see today are caused by humans. Deforestation, pollution, climate change, and overfishing are destroying habitats faster than they can recover. When we harm an ecosystem, we are not just hurting the animals or plants, we're weakening the very system that gives us clean air, fresh water, and food. Yet, there is still hope, because ecosystems can be incredibly resilient if we give them the chance. When forests are protected, wildlife returns. When oceans are allowed to recover, fish populations rebound. When people plant trees, clean rivers, and protect endangered species, the balance can be restored. We are not separate from ecosystems. We are part of them. Every breath we take, every meal we eat, every moment we spend on Earth is made possible by these living systems. So the next time you walk through a park or hear birds singing outside your window, remember that you are surrounded by a network of life. Every leaf, every drop of rain, every buzzing insect plays a part. And you too are part of the story. Because understanding how ecosystems work isn't just about science. It's about gratitude, respect, and responsibility. If we care for them, they will care for us. That's the quiet promise of nature. That is the wonder of ecosystems.